In this video, I'm starting the Minecraft Forever world that I've always wanted. I can't wait to explore and I've got a ton of awesome and cozy build ideas, so let's jump right in. And actually, right off the bat, I have to say, this is a stunning spawn. We have snowy mountains there, although maybe I should say snowy hills because that is not a mountain. Then we have this in the background and that. And I love a somewhat mountainous backdrop. So honestly, we might just stay right at spawn. We'll see about that. Right now, this is hardcore, so I really have to get the early Minecraft stuff out of the way. I want to be safe. So let's grab that tree over there. First crafting table and first wooden tools. Let's just make a pickaxe for now, because I do want to upgrade to stone like right now. Let's just grab some from here. I won't grab a lot, just as much as I need for like a full set of tools, and then maybe a furnace. Shovel, axe, sword, all decked out. Let's see what else there is to find around here. I don't see a village yet, which is like the one disadvantage this area has, because otherwise it's literally perfect. It's the perfect spawn. I do think I'm gonna come back. If the next village we find isn't too far away, I'm going to come back. And also, I think there's a ruined portal over there, so let's see if we can grab anything. And I will also take the sugarcane. That actually looks pretty good. We got 3 pieces of armor, all of them enchanted. I am not complaining about that. Already feeling a little bit safer, but I really do want iron. Let's just keep going in this direction and see if we can find a village. And there actually is one. It's not too far away. I mean, it's not exactly right next to spawn, but it's not too far. That's fine. Now, of course, I'm stealing a bed and of course all the food I can find, but that seems to be about it in this village, to be honest. I already feel much better. Let's actually do this. I'm so sorry, but I do need some iron. Bye-bye. Thank you. Let's make this into some shears, and also let's make a shield. And then actually while we're here I want to grab some dirt so that when the sun sets I can lock all the villagers into their houses. Let's see how many we can trap. Let's start over here. Yeah, go to bed. That's a good idea. Okay, I think I got most of them. Whew! I think we survived the first day, which is pretty good in my book. Now I did see some birch over there, so I want to go and grab that, because in this world basically I'd like to have saplings of every wood type available so that I can just build with whatever I want to whenever the fancy strikes me. I mean, that's to say if we survive that long, of course. We might very well not. Speaking of wood types, I think there's a dark forest over there. So while we're at it, let's pick up some dark oak saplings as well. Also, I'm not saying no to some early start for leather, because I do want to get enchanted armor and enchanted tools as early as I possibly can, so we are gonna need a bunch of leather for that. There we go, there's dark oak, and then up there there's pale oak as well, so we'll grab saplings for both. So I'm mostly concerned about the saplings, but if I do have the space, then I will also take some wood. Okay, now just some pale oak saplings, and then I think we can go back to spawn. Okay, I do want to be done here once the sun is setting, because I'm not interested in an encounter with the creaking just yet. Let's go. So we're back at spawn. I do think I want to base here. This is honestly very close to perfect. This entire area here is flat plains, just like here and here. And then we have the village here that we've already looted, and there's another one here. And we have this backdrop, which I think is very pretty. First things first, I want to get some food growing. So let's just plant everything we've got so far. And the carrots and the potatoes and the beetroot, and then we can't forget the sugarcane. Okay, now the next things I want to do is animals as well, both for food and leather. But first, there's some spruce trees over there, and I'm gonna chop down just a couple of them for saplings. And also I will take some flowers. Now, before I get some animals here, I want to get some temporary base done. Just a place where I can drop off my inventory because it's completely full. And also just for a little bit of safety. And for aesthetics, I'm thinking, like, no offense to the Minecraft dirt hut, but I do like a good tent. So I think we're going with that instead. So let's just make a chest for now. And we can put all of our stuff in there. And I do think we might actually have enough wool for the tent already, but I don't want it to be white and grey, so let's grab some more flowers. 28 red. Let's make all of that into dye, and then I think we're gonna dye these. I will make the framework with spruce, very simple, and then fill it in with red and white wool. I think we're gonna do a stripe pattern, somewhat like this, and then just bring that up. Okay, and now I could really use some more spruce. Actually, you know what? Let's go up there and grab some more. And there's another village. Let's just go check that out as well. Especially because there's spruce over there and tons of it. I will grab the brewing stand. Wait, is there gonna be a third brewing stand in here? This is like a wizard village. Yes, there is. Well, don't mind if I do. Yes, we got a bundle. That's actually great. And emeralds, also great. And I might just kill the iron golem. Why was that so scary? There you go. Nice. Okay, but I think that was it. So let's do what we actually came here for and grab some more spruce. That should be more than enough, but while we're here, let's see if there's some old growth taiga here, maybe, because I do want to build with some mossy cobblestone. Not going in there. And because I don't have any moss yet, I might just want to grab some mossy cobblestone if I can. And there is. Let's just grab a bunch. Okay, well, with 4.5 stacks of mossy cobble, I think that's more than enough. So let's go home. Home sweet home. Also, so far it's very ugly, so let's actually make it into a home. In the back we can do fences. And here in the front we can do fences and a gate. And then we can put our bed in here. And then let's have the first night sleep in our new starter base. Fresh new morning. Let's just finish decorating this. We need some storage in here, of course, some light, some furnaces, and some more storage. Okay, now we can say home sweet home. This is looking pretty good. One thing I'm gonna add is a campfire in front of it. Okay, that looks cozy. I think this is a very good starter base. I think what's next on the agenda is animals. Yeah, let's do that. So let's grab fences and wheat and go see if we can find some cows and sheep. 4 is pretty good. Now let's see where we're gonna put them. Maybe I should have built... Let's do this. Maybe I should have built this first. Perfect. Make babies. And I will grab you some cow friends in the meantime. Oh, hi! We have that, we have that, we can get that, we can get that, we have that. You're useless. But I will take your leads. I'm sorry. That is a cow, right? Yeah. And here we go. Perfect. Now next, I do have a lot of the things already that I'm gonna need to build my house, so we could get started with that, but I'm still pretty unprotected in my gold armor, so I really do want to get some iron. So maybe we could do some light caving, like we should be able to survive a small caving trip, right? I think I'm gonna be brave and attempt it. Okay, let's do this. We have some cave openings here in this mountain, so let's just see what we can do with those. So this was not a big cave at all, but at least there was some coal up here, I think. 1 coal. Wow, thank you. Another one right here. Let's go. I will take some more coal. And finally some iron. That's just 1. That's fine. Ooh, there's some more coal. I mean, we only found 1 piece of iron yet, but the good thing is that we're finding tons of coal, and that also means that we're getting tons of levels, so I'm not complaining about that, I guess. We're gonna try some more caves, and if we can't find a good amount of iron, I'm just gonna go strip mining instead. And maybe we can immediately go for diamond armor. Also, I'm gonna need at least 1 more iron for that, because I can't even make an iron pickaxe right now. There's some iron right there. Let's grab that. Please, please, maybe be more than 1. Yes. While we're up here, let's have a look around. Actually, I'm gonna ramp up my render distance just for this, because this is a pretty good vantage point. Oh, that looks kind of cozy from up here. Okay, we haven't been there yet at all. That's a pretty cool looking area as well. And caves. And then just forest. What do we have here? More forest. And plains. And there's another village. Actually, let's go there next, I think. Why not some pumpkins? Don't mind if I do. And there's the village. Let's go. I'm really hoping for some iron or iron tools or iron armor. That would be great. Okay, here we go. Hi, you're having a threesome. Okay, I'm gonna disturb you. I'm sorry. And I'm actually gonna steal your bed just because I need one right now. I will also definitely grab these books and the lectern. And also, let's see if we can find a fish. Nope, don't run away. Don't run away. Look what I have here for you. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at this. Yes. Hi there. There you go. Okay, wonderful. Now we have a cat. My cat was just blown up by a creeper. No. Oh, damn, that sucks. Oh, I feel bad. I don't think I should take my pets on my adventures. I'm gonna get a new one eventually. Looks like there's another village. Let's have a look. I have high hopes for this. Let's see. Well, okay, that's not bad. I've actually never used this bed before, so maybe let's do that. Also, I'm not gonna grab a cat now because we're quite away from home and there's gonna be some more dangerous situations and I do not want another buddy blown up by a creeper. Wait, that's another village? Okay, well, let's go there. And they have another smith. Okay, well, I will swap this for an iron spear, but I think that's it. Aw, baby donkey. So I got a ton of hay bales now and also quite a lot of coal. I'd love to find some iron because I really want to upgrade my armor. Ooh, there's some right here. I will grab that. And there's more right here. There's this ravine that looks to go pretty deep, and honestly, this might be a pretty easy way to get some iron, so let's go check it out. Oh yes, there's a lot of it. Definitely more than enough for a full set of armor. No way! That's so many diamonds! Oh jeez, oh my god, I was about to mine that with a stone pickaxe. Hell no. Hell no, that's not gonna happen. Let's smelt some of this up. Okay, here we go. Nice. So many. 10 diamonds, nice. And that goes down further as well. So I think I'm gonna let some iron smelt. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do full iron armor and then we'll go down and see if we can maybe find more diamonds. And here we go, full iron armor. So there's a pretty huge cave right around that corner. Let me have a quick look. Oh my goodness, I am so dumb. I thought the doors were my shield. Jesus, that could have ended so badly. I did check out the cave after that, which is a good thing because I ended up finding so many diamonds. But anyway, here's me doing a voiceover because I felt I needed all my brain power to survive and I'm really very bad at multitasking. Out of the cave and we found over 2 stacks of iron and also a bunch of diamonds, so this is pretty great. Now before we go home, I say we make ourselves some diamond armor. Ta-da! Fully suited up. I feel so much better now and also my inventory is very close to bursting, so I say we start the journey home now. Although in the name of collecting every single wood type, I will stop over there and grab some cherry saplings. And look who we found. It looks so pretty, especially with the backdrop of the pink trees. I do have a saddle, so I think I'm gonna tame it and take it home, because I do have quite a way to go, and this is gonna save me some time. Do you wanna be my friend? Yes, you do. I thought so. Let's take you home. I'm so glad horses can swim now, because rivers used to be such a pain back when they couldn't. And we're back home. So you're not exactly the fastest horse, I have to say, but I guess you're pretty, so you can stay. As for me, let's just do some odd jobs that need to be done. Let's harvest and replant some sugarcane. Same thing with the crops. And of course we can't forget the animals. Now, I'm kind of sick of living in a tent, like a peasant, so let's maybe change that and build a house. Before we can do that though, I'm gonna need some more materials to actually build it. I want it to be 2 stories high. It's gonna be stone for the bottom floor, which is relatively easy to get, and we already have a lot of that. Some of it's gonna be mossy as well, but then I'm also gonna need sandstone for the upper floor, and so we're gonna need a little more sand for that. We might just go here and grab some. And then for the roof we already have tons of dark oak, and then we're gonna need deep slate. So I'm thinking I will grab my horsey for the trip to the beach, and then once we have enough sandstone we're gonna do some strip mining for deep slate, then we can get started. Alright, my third pickaxe just broke, but I'd say we got more than enough, so let's get out of here. And then we're actually gonna do the strip mine. But I think before we do that, I might do a temporary enchanting setup, because I do want to get a fortune pick, just in case we find any diamonds while strip mining for deep slate. So let's just make a diamond pick. And then somewhere over there was a ruined portal, so let's grab some obsidian from that. Okay, yeah, let's just do 4 for now. I really just need enough for the enchanting setup. We got 12 books here. And okay, 17 leather. Maybe I'm just gonna start the strip mine and leave any diamonds I find to mine later. Let's swim over there, because this is where I want the strip mine to go, because eventually I want there to be an iron farm here. This is where our house will go. This is where the farm area will go, and then I was actually thinking to terraform this entire thing here, like fill this ravine with dirt, and then we could have the iron farm be here. And since I want the strip mine to go below the iron farm, I'm gonna put down the layout of where the iron farm will go already, and then I can decide where to dig down. And so it looks like we gotta dig down right here. I will take diamonds while digging down, because, well, I do need to get down. But then these I'm gonna leave for whenever I have fortune. So the inventory is pretty much filled with deep slate, and I also found actually quite a lot of diamond patches that I'm just gonna leave for later, but that's gonna be a good loot. Now we got everything we need, so let's bring this house up. If I can make this third person bucket clutch, that means you gotta subscribe. Well. Okay, what I meant to say is if I can make this third person bucket clutch on the second try, you gotta subscribe. Okay, actually what I meant to say is if I can land this first person bucket clutch, you gotta subscribe. Yeah, clearly the Minecraft gods want you to subscribe. Thank you! So I didn't end up filming myself filling in the rest of the roof because I made so many mistakes and it took me like an hour. But now let's actually finish it with some details. I want to have some curves here at the edges. Let's do upside down stairs, then go 1 slab up, and then we gotta go out a little further and and then fall to our death apparently. But what we actually wanted to do is a trapdoor with a lantern, and then same thing on the other side. Now I do want to curve this a little, so we'll have full blocks for say 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go a slab lower. Then we also gotta get rid of this. And then we gotta do deep slate slabs as well. And then we're gonna go another slab lower. And then we just gotta do the same thing here. And now there's some curve to the roof, which I think looks cute. I then filled the second floor walls in with sandstone. I added an upstairs floor. And obviously also a downstairs floor. Filled in some windows and walls. I also added in a doorway and some lights already. So let's take care of some stairs. I think we're gonna do it in this corner, and I wanna make it too wide. So maybe let's have a pillar come down here. Then we'd have the stairs start here. Trapdoors as a railing. And then just some odd decorations on the outside. So let's do some flower beds, some trims for the windows, an overhang at the door. And now one very important thing that's lacking is a ton of leaves all over the roof, because it's a pretty big roof and that needs some varieties. Not just for some more small decorations around the house, flower pots, a sunflower bed on the outside, some more lights, and that's it. I'm pretty happy with it. And now we can also get started on a path. It doesn't lead anywhere yet, just because I don't know where my next builds will go, but it just makes it look so much prettier, so I want to add at least the beginning of it. And now, with the magic of editing, the interior is done. Let me show you around. This is what it looks like. Pretty cozy, I think. I put these paintings here because I think they look like mirrors, although they face in different directions. So this is kind of weird and kind of scary, but it's basically me coming in and out of the house. And then I finally got an enchanting setup done. A lot of cows were harmed making this. Then here we have a living room with a very cute dog painting, and I installed a fireplace. That reminds me, we need to put like a chimney on the roof. I haven't done that yet. And then over here we have the kitchen, just some furnaces, workbenches, a little storage under the stairs. And up here we have the big storage room. We have this entire wall and this. And over here we have another sitting area, then my little bedroom. And then here we have my yoga corner with a little mat so that I can do my sun salutations here every morning. One thing I want to add still is a chandelier here in the middle, but I want the chandelier to be made of warped wood, so that means we got a trip to the Netherlands ahead. I need a diamond pick because I think my old one's broken. Here we go, and let's also make a diamond sword. Nice. Now let's see what we can do with that. Okay, we're at level 36, so we should have 2 30 level enchants. I have a mod installed that gives me very easy rerolls, so I can relatively cheaply just roll until I get what I want. Sick Touch is actually pretty good, but I do want Fortune. Yeah, perfect. Let's take that. Oh, that is perfect. And let's also enchant. Let's do the chest plate. Protection and Unbreaking, not bad. And we're still at 30 levels actually. Sharpness 5. I want that. Now let's just go grab some obsidian from the ruined portal over there, and then we can go to the Netherlands. Now I want to put this nether portal somewhere back here, like build it into the mountain, kind of looking like a mine entrance. So maybe right here. And then we want to hide the obsidian. So let's maybe come up here with a pillar, and here as well. I want to have this look like a log is coming out up here. And we're done. Now let's just slide this up and then just connect the path to our house. Now let's put our gold helmet on and let's go. See you on the other side. Oh my goodness. Help, what is that? What is this spawn? Well, this does not look like the Netherlands. Let's go back. I need some bridging blocks. That is awful. Okay. Well, let's try this again. So this is relatively safe. Now, let's put a door here. This is the worst nether spawn ever. There's no way I just found ancient debris while building my way out of here. Maybe this is my repayment for the awful nether spawn. Back at base because my inventory was full, and I have to say that was by far the worst nether situation I've ever been in. Spawn was god awful, and I did find a warp forest, but it was ages away. So I do want it to be a very long time until I have to go back there, which is also why I'm back, because I want to see if I can maybe get a silk touch pickaxe so that I can grow my own warped wood. Well, there we go, but it looks like I need 30 levels, so let's see if I can get to that. Yes, here we go. Now, let's just grab this and go get some warp fungi. Fungi? Well, the mushroom thingies. So, I think a full stack of warp fungus and a full stack of warp nylium will be enough for now. I also got some crimson nylium and some crimson fungus. So I think that means we're done with the nether for now. And thank God for that. Let's go back home. I made some warped fences. And with that, we're gonna do the chandelier now. And then eventually I wanna put candles on there, but I don't have any right now. So torches are gonna have to do. And I think that looks pretty cool. Now, we do still have quite some iron, but that's not gonna last us forever. So I think our next project is gonna be an iron farm. And I was thinking we could do one building that will house an iron farm as well as a lava farm. And we're gonna put it right here on this island. I'm gonna connect this, like I'm gonna cover that ravine with grass, and then we're gonna put a forge or like smith building here, and we're gonna have a lava farm inside of it. And then if you dig underground, where we already have the entrance to our strip mine actually, that's where the iron farm will also be. But actually, while we're here, I have a Fortune 3 pickaxe now, so maybe we're gonna go down there and collect the last of the diamonds. Here's the first one. We got 47 diamonds. That's almost triple the amount of ores that we had, so pretty good takeaway, I'd say. Now, I think our next step is going to be the terraforming, so that we can invite some villagers to live on there. I mean, they're gonna love it, right? They'll have their own private little island where they're gonna have fun forever with their little zombie friend. Now, next, the iron farm, because I'm pretty sure that it'll be easier to get everyone where we need them to go without the build sitting on top. Now, I will use a tutorial. I'll link it in the description box, and it'll be, what's the word, subterranean? Only I just realized that I don't have a name tag. So I'm thinking we build this, we get the villagers in, and then before we get a zombie, I will maybe go caving and see if I can find a spawner or something that could have a name tag. So the way I'll do this is I will hijack the strip mine, and at this level I'm gonna do the iron farm, and then whenever I want to go down I can just go down here. Okay, now the farm itself is pretty much done. This is the area for the iron golem to spawn. This is our collection system. And then down here, this is where the villagers will go. I just have to get them in, which is gonna be a bit of a pain, I think. Now, next order of business is getting the villagers in, and I think I should be able to pull 3 of them in 2 boats. But before we do that, I'm gonna make them a little dirt hut up on this hill where I'm gonna make them have babies. This should be enough. Do you want to come with me? Yes, you do. Perfect. Okay, I have 3 in here right now, so I'm gonna give them a ton of bread. There you go. Have fun. Yeah, keep up the good work and I will give you some privacy. And I got 2 already waiting there for me in a boat, so we just need another one and then we can go do the iron farm. And yes, we have 3 in boats now. Let's bring them over. And this is the last 2 and they're in. That worked better than I thought it would. All 3 are down now. Now I think we just gotta wait until nightfall and then they're gonna go to bed. At which point we're gonna lock them in. Let's see where we're gonna have to lure the zombie. Should be here. Now the zombie room is ready, but it's night and as you can see they don't want to go to sleep. So I actually had to go get another villager because one of them just did not want to go to bed and I tried it 3 nights in a row and he still wouldn't, so I actually had to go back. But they're finally sleeping now, so let's lock them in, go to bed and then get out of here and find a name tag. I know that in this and this direction there are some ravines in the ground, and since we've already checked at least most of the caves in this mountain, like that one I think we've checked as well, so I'm thinking we're gonna check out one of those ravines, maybe like this one. I'm pretty sure we haven't been down there because I was scared. Okay, well so far it's not that scary. This does not seem to lead anywhere. Oh my god, oh, there's a spawner! As if. As if there's a spawner right there. We've been in the cave for like a minute. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't want to intrude. Let's just light it up quickly. That was actually so lucky. Like the first ravine we checked and then like right at the entrance as well. Now let's just hope they have a name tag. Nope. Yes, there's one. Nice. That is actually so lucky. Like I was preparing for this trip and I expected it to be really hard and last a little. Now it's gonna be like 2 minutes. Now we just gotta wait for a zombie to show up. Yeah, spotted me. Let's get you in the boat. Thank you. And yes, he's in. That worked perfectly. He got in the boat I wanted him to get into and we already had an iron golem spawning. Nice. Now that's done. Next order of business is building the forge with the lava farm on top of this. Although actually before we do that I have just realized that I never name tagged my zombies. No, I don't have an anvil. Do I have enough iron to make one? Ouch. Oh yeah, maybe that's enough. Yeah, here we go. Alright, we'll just name him Bob. Bob, thank you for your service. Let's get out of here. And now we can build the forge. Okay, that's the forge done. We just gotta put everything in. Now one thing a forge needs of course is furnaces. Let's do 4. I'm gonna put campfires here to make it look realistic and then to make it functional as well. I'm just gonna do a bunch of furnaces here. Like that. And now of course we need to add a chimney here. And now we have an aesthetic but also functional oven here. For now, let's just put an anvil in here. I don't really know what else to do with this space yet. I'll think of something. And then I was thinking we can do like a bigger non-functional anvil here. And I think it does look like an anvil. Perfect. Now the lava farm will go up against this wall, and in front of it I want to make the floor look a little bit like people are working here. I want it to look a little trampled, a little used. I do have a pool of lava somewhere over there, but what we're still lacking is dripstone. And I did see a pretty huge cave with dripstone in it inside of that mountain, so let's see if we can find that again. Here we go. It's not a lot, but enough for what we need. So let's grab a bunch and then also some lava. And then I think we're gonna do 5. And then I'm gonna enclose the lava in glass because I think that might look really cool. Now we just gotta put it in and cover it, and I hope nothing's gonna burn this down, but it does look pretty cool. Now let's go have a look at the new build from our base, and it looks pretty cool, and it also gives us an infinite amount of iron and lava, which is awesome. But it also started to rain now, and I think this is a pretty good time to end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got so many cool projects planned for this world that you don't want to miss, so I hope to see you around. Bye!